Dekalog. Dekalog, pronounced Dekalog, also known as Dekalog, the Ten Commandments, and the Dekalog is a 1988 Polish drama series of films directed by Artur Kieślowski for television and co-written by Kieślowski with Artur Barcis with music by Zbigniew Preissner. It consists of 10 one-hour films inspired by the Decalogue of the Ten Commandments. Each short film explores characters facing one or several moral or ethical dilemmas as they live in an austere housing project in 1980s Poland. The series, which is Kieślowski's most acclaimed work, was said in 2002 to be the best dramatic work ever done specifically for television, and has won numerous international awards, though it was not widely released outside Europe till the late 1990s. It is one of 15 films listed in the category values on the Vatican film list. In 1991, filmmaker Stanley Kubrick wrote an admiring foreword to the published screenplay. Production. The series was conceived when screenwriter Artur Barcis, who had seen a 15th-century artwork illustrating the commandments in scenes from that time period, suggested the idea of a modern equivalent. Filmmaker Artur Kieślowski was interested in the philosophical challenge and also wanted to use the series as a portrait of the hardships of Polish society, while deliberately avoiding the political issues he had depicted in earlier films. He originally meant to hire 10 different directors, but decided to direct the films himself. He used a different cinematographer for each episode except Roman III and Roman IX, in both of which Piotr Sobocinski was director of photography. The large cast includes both famous and unknown actors, many of whom Kieślowski also used in his other films. Typically for Kieślowski, the tone of most of the films is melancholic, except for the final one, which is a black comedy, featuring two of the same actors, Jerzy Stewart and Zbigniew Zamachowski, as in Three Colors, White. Themes. The 10 films are titled simply by number, e.g. Decalogue 1. According to film critic Roger Ebert's introduction to the DVD set, Kieślowski said that the films did not correspond exactly to the commandments and never used their names himself. Though each film is independent, most of them share the same setting in Warsaw, and some of the characters are acquainted with each other. Each short film explores characters facing one or several moral or ethical dilemmas as they live in a large housing project in 1980s Poland. The themes can be interpreted in many different ways, however. Each film has its own literality. Recurring character of Artur Barcis. Nameless character played by Polish actor Artur Barcis appears in all but episodes 7 and 10. He observes the main characters at key moments, and never intervenes. He is possibly meant to be a supernatural figure. Milk. Milk is a recurring element in the following 7 episodes. Cast and cinematography by episode. Reception. Dekalog was assigned a rating of 97% at review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes based on 53 critic reviews, with an average rating of 8.95/10. The website's consensus reads, with awe-inspiring ambition to match its powerful assemblage of acting talent, the Decalogue stands as a singular achievement in writer-director Artur Kieślowski's filmography, as well as the history of Polish cinema. It also received an average score of 100 out of 100 on Metacritic, based on 13 critic reviews, indicating universal acclaim. The series was praised by renowned film critics including Roger Ebert and Robert Fulford, as well as important figures from the film industry, such as Stanley Kubrick. In the 2002 Sight and Sound poll to determine the greatest films of all time, Dekalog and a short film about killing received votes from 4 critics and 3 directors, including Ebert, New Yorker critic David Denby, and director Mira Nair. Additionally, in the Sight and Sound poll held the same year to determine the top 10 films of the previous 25 years, Kieślowski was named #2 on the list of top directors, with votes for his films being split between Dekalog. In January 2002, the film was listed among the top 100 essential films of all time by the National Society of Film Critics and ranked #36 in Empire magazine's The 100 Best Films of World Cinema in 2010. According to online film resource They Shoot Pictures, Don't They? Dekalog is the most acclaimed film of 1988. Longer feature films. Kieślowski expanded 5 and 6 into longer feature films, a short film about killing and a short film about love, using the same cast and changing the stories slightly. This was part of a contractual obligation with the producers, since feature films were easier to distribute outside Poland. In 2000, the series was released on 5 DVD, each containing 2 parts of about 2 hours.